How do you conclude your day? What is the last thing you do? You might have had a busy day at work. Maybe you've been seeing clients, you've been in an office, and then you come home. Maybe you have your evening rituals. I love to do my spiritual ceremonies at or before going to bed or like after dinner. And I don't know, there's something about the practices that I find incredibly soothing. So I have beautiful incense. My favorite one is this scent one from Sripuram where I go in India, and it's called Herbal Flora. And as soon as I light this and I smell the particular fragrance, it's like my whole being starts to relax. So you probably might know that incense is very purifying. It's using the elements of earth and air. And so as you're moving the incense stick, you know, it's part of a cleansing and purifying ceremony. So it cleanses the space where you are. This is my home altar. And you can use it to cleanse around your own energy field. And even just the kind of moving of the incense stick, it becomes a meditation in itself. So I'll often do it with the bell and a mantra. So part of the teachings where I visit in India is paying regards or paying love and devotion to Narayani. So Narayani is a form of the mother goddess, combining Durga, Lakshmi and Saraswati, if you are familiar with those parts. And Durga is about strength and protection. Lakshmi is about abundance and bringing forth everything that you need. And Saraswati is bringing forth your divine wisdom. So in paying respects to Narayani, we're calling forth those characteristics within the self, and the devotion or the spiritual practices wake up energies and vibrations and clear negativity and do all sorts of things. So for me, I might spend a little bit of time. I've just noticed I haven't got on my mala, so I've got like a crystal mala here. I've got a couple of different ones, but this one is clear quartz crystal. And I have a couple of different ones programmed for different things. I have this beautiful one which is lapis, so that's used more for meditation. And then I have a pearl mala that is also nice for healing and other things. At the moment I've got the crystal one on, so I would put that on. Again, all these rituals where, you know, like I've got a rose quartz bracelet there. There's some red jasper, which is good for grounding. And I actually have this lovely epochylite that I use when I'm doing my channeling practice, and I hold it. So all of these beautiful things are part of your own rituals that you can develop. The lamps have got ghee in them. So again, ghee, it's like clarified butter. It's it's used for cooking in India, but also it's used in the lamps to burn. So there's the wick sitting inside the liquid ghee. And when you burn ghee, it is symbolic of feeding nature with the energy of the ghee, and it brings forth the energy of Lakshmi, which again is all about abundance. And it's just something, when you do a ritual, whatever it is, you might just have a picture of a tree and have a candle. But when you create rituals, you're focusing your energy and your intention. And I don't know, sometimes when I visit India, I see rituals everywhere. Like the cars have flowers on them. They do ceremonies to the cars at different times of the year. And even in the offices, there'll be like little altars and sacred practices. You know, the staff will come in, and before they start their work, they will maybe say a prayer and light incense and give their devotions to their spiritual teachers. And that would be their normal way of starting the day. And I think sometimes here where I live in Australia and maybe some Western countries, some of these rituals in some parts have been a little lost. I know, of course, there's rituals inside a lot of spiritual traditions and churches and different things. But what about in your home? Like, what rituals do you have in your home to bring you into the oneness with divine and the spirit at the end of the day or the start of the day? So if you're interested in these sort of rituals, I definitely teach them. Anyway, I'm going to do a little bit of one now. So I'm just going to do a little bit of mantra, Om Namo Narayani. Om Namo Narayani. Om Namo Narayani. Om Namo Narayani. And then after the incense, the energy is sent with water. So the water carries so there's like a little water pot here. Put a drop of water and then you're sending the energy. It's carrying the energy across. And also some of the sacred objects, normally I would have rose petals and we would dispose of that rose, which is a little bit dead. Not good to have dead flowers on your altar. And so we might just take a few rose petals, put them on the sacred feet, Om Namo Narayani, symbolizing the divine feet, which is where the divine holy energy comes forth in the masters, comes from the feet. Om Namo Narayani, Om Namo Narayani, Om Namo Narayani. And again, something like offering rose petals. Roses hold a lot of beautiful high vibrational energy. Got a yantra there, that's a sacred object also. And then when, that's just a little bit of a ceremony that I've done, and it brings your focus then to think about the divine and energy, and takes your mind away from perhaps any worries or thoughts. And even if there are a few sort of thinking about, I better hurry up and go to bed or whatever, it doesn't really matter, because you can just come back to the mantra or a prayer, or you can sit in silent meditation. So after I've done different ceremonies, then I'll often just sit, and it's a great time to visualize. You might want to visualize anything in particular that you're creating, something in your life that you want to bring about. So let me know in the comments whether you have prayers or ceremonies or rituals that you like to do, particular mantras. Another one that's very good for clearing the negative energy is a mantra to the mother goddess, also in the Hindu tradition called Kali. Very good for removing negative energy. And there's a mantra that Sri Shakti Amma, who's the teacher here, gave at the time of COVID to help remove negativity. So mantras, of course, hold a frequency of energy. And as you repeat them, they're cleansing and purifying your own energy and also the energy all around you. And a lot of people around the world have been doing this sacred mantra to help clear negative energy, which we can do anytime. And it's Om Krim Mahakali Sarvarogam Nasi Nasi. So Om Krim, I'm calling forth, pulling in the energy of Kali, Mahakali, Great Mother Kali, the energy to dissolve negativity. Om Krim Mahakali Sarvarogam, all sarva, all, rogam, all of the negative energies, nasi, nasi, getting rid of all the negative energies. Om Krim Mahakali Sarvarogam Nasi, Nasi. Om Krim Mahakali Sarvarogam Nasi, Nasi. And then for me personally, when I'm doing mantras, that is then creating a vibration. So there's a vibration within your throat, within your heart. And as you pay attention to where your focus is when you're doing the mantra, so if you're thinking about bringing devotion and love to the sounds, which are actually the divine in the form of vibrational sound, then you are increasing the potency of the practice as well. So if you have any questions about any of those things, or you want to reach out for spiritual healing or guidance, or one of my channeling packages, I channel messages to various spiritual and life and relationship questions, let me know. I'm Chamundai. This is the Chamundai channel. Bye-bye.